Welcome to Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. There's a lot of crap going around the world today. We're going to talk about it. What are my thoughts on it? We've basically gone through this massive pandemic that was completely bizarre and intense from so many variety of ways that we simply allowed government to dictate what we'd do with our time, with our money, with our bodies. It was insane, okay? We've managed to get past it. Now we've got the Agenda 2030 with you'll own nothing and be happy. Okay, that's going to be exciting in the next 8 years. We're going to look at that. And then you also have the impending collapse, the doom and gloom of the stock market, which is going to cause unemployment, which is going to cause a lot of people to lose their jobs, which is going to cause a lot of people to lose their homes, and make it difficult to get jobs, and then people are going to go broke, and people are going to lose a lot of stuff, blah, 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 right? All of that stuff. And in addition, we've got hyperinflation coming right after, which is basically the devaluation of our currencies. Man, this is exciting. What do I think about all of this? Understand, Patrick Bet-David, he says, you can only worry about the things within your control. Like, there's no point in worrying about stuff beyond your control. And I'll add these two words, right now. Okay? What do I mean? Well, you can only worry about things that are within your control. Well, guess what? Long term, you actually have the ability to control any situation. Long term, if you choose, and you want to become that powerful and that influential that you have an influence on every single thing on this planet and maybe the universe in the future, you have that ability. As a man, you are immensely powerful, okay? But, going back to Patrick Bet-David, there's no point in worrying about it if it's beyond your control right now. And that's where we come to masculine prioritization. You can't prioritize the long term. We don't know what's going to happen long term. You haven't learned how to predict things yet, right? So you need to prioritize things that are right now in your control. And you know what's inside your control? Is increasing your power, increasing your influence, increasing your ability to predict, increasing your immediate, and I would say, financial situation is probably the most important thing that you can do to prepare for the long-term picture. Fixing your mess. Putting your life in order. Creating a massive financial foundation, a buffer. Making yourself mentally strong, mentally ready to handle the things that are going to come your way. That's your priority. This is your masculine prioritization. So going back to the title of what are my thoughts about these global events that are happening right now, I don't give a rat's. Who cares? It has nothing to do with anything. The only thing it gives me is urgency. It's excitement to actually prepare and prepare fast, or a little bit faster than what I would have done if I was just kind of going around about my business. We understand that big events are happening, and when big events happen, you can make a lot of money, okay? Like, there's a lot of good things that happen for those that are prepared during the bad times. And I want you to be one of those that are prepared, and that's what we do with Men of High Value. We get you mentally ready, mentally prepared, and habitually prepared to massively scoop up the opportunities that are going to come your way during that time frame. So, increasing your power, how does that look like? It's the ability to control your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Can you improve upon that? Can you improve on your habits? Can you improve on your financial situation? Which basically means fixing your ability to learn, your willingness to learn, and your ability and willingness to work. This is why I talk about the 80-hour work week so much. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to work. That will increase your power. So, just want to explain a little bit more the principle of femininity and masculinity in this context. Femininity is basically now creatures. They see things very short term. Why? Because of emotions. So, intense emotions, feminine, right? A little bit less intense emotions is masculine, but he can tap into intense emotions at any given time, but he's able to channel those emotions. Femininity doesn't have the ability to channel things on a consistent basis continuously because the emotions are extremely intense. Okay? So if you understand that, then if you are feminine, then you're going to look at the short-term situation. Oh, the global situation is so crazy. I'm worried and I don't know what's going to happen. Blah, blah, yada, yada, right? That basically means that you do not understand the past, the present, and the future. Because you're worried about the future. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. And you also don't know what happened in the past. If you knew what happened in the past, you knew that eventually everything works out. Everything works out. Yeah, but what if I go bankrupt? What if I die, or someone that I love dies, or this, that, and the other happens? Hey, life is life. It is what it is, right? So we have to learn how to adapt and look at the situation in the best possible manner. The thing is, if you are prepared, you should not fear. You don't have any reason to fear if you are prepared. So, that's what masculinity is all about, is understanding the past, the present, and the future. And getting as much prepared as we possibly can so that we can tackle anything that comes our way on that horizon, right? And we're honed in to any and all situations that are thrown our way. So, I think I've answered the question now. What are my thoughts on it? Does it matter? It doesn't matter, right? Eventually, though, men of high value, our goal is to solve all world problems. This is a men's network, okay, of guys who are going to be massively wealthy and who are going to work together in think tanks to solve all of the world's problems. And we're going to do it through education and not force. I'm not talking about formal education, but educating the masses on how things work. And we can do that. There's no issues with that. We can actually do that. But until then, until we have the power and the influence and the resources to actually solve all of the world's problems, that's not the priority right now. Do you know what the priority is? You are. That's right. You are men of high value's priority right now. We want to help you. We want to serve you. We want to take you to the land of your dreams, and we want to have you on board to, in the future, helping us solve all world problems. I hope you participate. Make sure you DM me on Instagram @men of high value. I'll see you guys in the next one.